One day on Earth, Lou Bradley asked his grandpa to tell him about the old man of the hills.
Well, he called himself an artist, which left him free to be anything he chose. This story begins long ago. After the galaxy-wide wars had settled down, life in the Orion court palaces became excessive, lavish, and decadent. The Dragon Queen held herself above all this and grew in strength. The Queen, in human form, encounters the wizard. An idea occurred to her about a gift she would give him. Watching the sacred water fountains of the palace gardens inspired her. She wished to give a special gift to the White Wizard for his service. She could enter a special state and exude an elixir which gave immortality. In seasoned to perfection, she summoned the White Wizard and presented the cup. He receives the gift, knowing of its rare value. As a child, he studied with the renowned potion maker, Palmagini. She taught him many wonderful secrets. He later was also an apprentice with a gray wizard. Then he refined his skills as a young man. So he determined to carefully proceed with this treasure and bottle it for safekeeping. He needed to study how best to utilize it. He decided to travel by ship to a nearby jungle planet. Crossing through an asteroid field, the ship was struck by an errant cluster of rocks and destroyed. He escaped in a life pod and crash-landed on the planet. A native met him, describing how to navigate his world. He directed the wizard to climb a tortuous mountain trail, where he might find a helpful, guiding creature. The creature summoned Everon to be his mystical helpmate. In time, he merges with the eternal now. Then, levitating, he enters a vision.
Now you must find sand.
Where is this sand world?
The White Wizard finds himself caught in a sandstorm and great heat. He feels a presence behind him, and suddenly the storm ends.
Follow me, or life will float away as sand.
They arrive at the underground entrance to the city of the dwarves.
The story was interrupted when Bradley's grandma brought in some freshly baked cookies. While enjoying the cookie snack, Grandpa continues the story.
Now the dwarves live mostly underground. The White Wizard was shown the marvels of the underground city. Then the Grand Gru showed him magical spots for deep meditation. The wizard fell into a deep trance and began speaking with Sanel, a black wolf.
Travel through water.
He then began walking on the waters and was guided to the portal pool. There, a dwarf wizard parted the waters of time. Speaking and holding the I Am space, he moved into the pool. Now we're finally getting to the part about the old man of the hills. On the day the wizard appeared on Earth, the sky was electric with energy. While deep in the woods on a trail leading to Brer Springs, the old man was oblivious to what was happening. The 1.5 mile trail to the spring branch was tiring, so he paused for a moment. Enjoying the spring emerged from the cave. Suddenly, in a blink, the white wizard appeared on the water. The old man immediately recalled a series of dreams foretelling of an unusual meeting. He greeted the wizard and invited him to come to his home. So began the long trek over rugged Ozark country to the old man's cabin. Along the way, the old man suggested they stop and shop for some clothes that would fit in with the Ozark culture.
These flannel shirts seem perfect.
A quick learner, the white wizard asked for a turn at driving. Entering a gravel road to the cabin, the conversation turned to the wizard's quest.
I'm looking for a potion to complement the effects of the Dragon Flame's elixir.
The Ozarks is an area that melds 4 or 5 ecosystems and offers an exceptional range of plant types.
Arriving at the cabin surrounded with flowers and herbs, the wizard knew he had found the right person. Sitting on the porch, they discussed how to start looking for the needed herbal elements. The next day, they took off in the old man's small transporter drone to quickly cover the area. Cruising at treetop level, they began searching for possible locations. The Ozarks, an ancient and sacred land, had much area to cover. The old man would suggest an area, and the wizard would test it for a signature plant. Bringing the finds to the cabin, the wizard tried various combinations. The old man sometimes would drive the wizard to a prime location. There were several nearby prairie glades that the wizard combed through. Each trip required further experiments with the new elements. Fall turned to winter, and still the search continued. One snowy winter day, the wizard and old man were discussing their progress. Now the story gets strange. I don't fully understand it.
If life is real, then only when I am. In other words, only when awake do real possibilities happen. Then the potion is only part of the equation. The potion's effective action requires the creator and the receiver be awake in the eternal now co-creating the desired result. The potion is the catalyst, holding and maintaining the in the now space requires a special kind of energy, of presence, and attention. The potion should give that energy boost.
The White Wizard armored himself with this understanding, singing a direction forward.
Hey, Grandpa! I was just wondering, how did you know about the old man of the hills? You sure know a lot.
Well, we worked together at the Greenlaw Apothecary for a couple years. Some years later, he hired me to run his cattle ranch. Time passed, and the White Wizard began formulating ideas for a new potion.
We need an adaptogen to prime the body.
The old man suggested ginseng, and he knew where to find it. To prime the immune system to clear the way for the new energy, elderberry blossoms and fruit were selected. The root and flowers of purple plumflower completed the mix.
In ancient times, the high priest knew how to make a white gold that had properties of expanding awareness. We can make that here.
Starting fresh, the White Wizard begins mixing the new ingredients. Adding some other exotics, he tastes it. The story gets vague now. It's known that they went deep into the Hercules Glades area and practiced clearing all attachments. I don't understand how, but they both disappeared for many years.
Later in the garden, Grandma took Lou Bradley aside and confided she knew more about the disappearance.
The White Wizard was teaching the old man to walk in the known spaces. Becoming fully awakened, then falling into the known flicker of time, one could emerge in a different location. Once during that time, he appeared to me. He told me he would be gone a long time. They transposed instantly to the summer palace garden of the Dragon Queen on a planet in the Orion system. He told me this many years later when he returned, just before you were born.